Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jordan and I am a certified prenatal yoga teacher. And in this video, we are going to be using a couple of props, so make sure that you have some kind of stretchy band. If you don't have a band, you can always use your hands to add resistance, or you can use like a t-shirt or a blanket or like anything that you can wrap around your thighs to just get that little extra resistance. We are also going to be using some kind of ball that we're going to be squeezing between our knees. So if you don't have a ball like this is my daughter's ball, like a pillow would work great, or anything squishy that you can squeeze between your knees. This prenatal yoga ball video is going to be appropriate for any stage of pregnancy or for mamas to be. But I do want to note that if you are later than 34 weeks, make sure that you have confirmed with your doctor that the baby is head down. The reason for this is because by sitting on a ball in this way, we are widening our pelvis. So if you want to just take a minute with me, sitting on the ball. So standing up, if you want to find your pubic bone and your tailbone, you'll see like how far apart they are. And then when you sit down on the ball, you'll notice that the pubic bone and tailbone move away from each other. We are naturally widening the pelvis by sitting in that way. And the reason this is so beneficial later in pregnancy especially is that it encourages the baby to work its way down into your pelvic bowl and to get ready to come out. Get ready for labor. So if your baby is breech, you want to be really cautious with this because you don't want to be working their feet down into your pelvis. You want to still give them a chance to flip over. So I would talk to your doctor if your baby is breech. But if you know that your baby is head down and you're past 34 weeks and you are good to go, this is going to be fantastic for you. So without further ado, let's just hop right into it. Go ahead and find a comfortable seated position on your ball. You might want to be close to a wall or a chair or something you can grab in case you lose your balance. And just check and make sure that your knees are about 90 degrees. Otherwise, you might want to let a little bit of air out of your ball if you're sitting too high, or pump a little bit more air if you need to be a little bit higher. And once you find your comfortable seat, go ahead and close your eyes. You can bring your hands to your baby. And just begin to deepen the breath. Allow everything else from the rest of the day to just melt away. And draw your attention to your baby. And just use this time to connect. As you deepen and lengthen the inhales and exhales. Just imagine that your breath is a way that you can communicate to your baby that everything is okay, they are safe, and all is well. When you're ready, you can open the eyes and bring your hands to your knees. And we're just going to do some seated cat-cows just to start warming up. So on your next inhale, send the shoulders back. Collarbones kind of move to the side, away from each other as you shine the heart forward. During pregnancy, we already naturally have quite a big arch in our back, so we're not looking to completely arch as far as we can. Just kind of broaden the chest and think about opening up this space. Exhale, round the back, using your hands on your knees to pull your spine into a nice C shape. Inhaling forward into cow, broadening across the chest. Exhale to cat. Inhaling to cow. And exhaling to cat. Coming to a neutral seated position, imagine sending your tailbone down to the ground through your ball. The crown of your head rises towards the ceiling, nice long spine. Gently hug your baby in, finding that good posture, shoulders rolling down your back. We're going to inhale the arms up. And exhale, drop one hand. You can place it on the ball or on your hip, whichever is more comfortable. And we're going to reach the other hand up and over for a nice side stretch. During pregnancy, especially late pregnancy, many of us are sleeping on our sides, and our sides can get so tight. So it's so nice, even if you have time for nothing else in the morning, just doing like a nice side stretch. Gaze can be neutral or up towards the sky, wherever is comfortable. Exhale, arm comes down, find that tall spine, and then switch to the other side. Keeping your attention on your breath. One more big breath in. I'm going to exhale, bring the hand up and over. Good, so now that we're started, we're going to start inviting some movement in here. So the fact that we're on our ball makes it really easy to just move our hips around, and that's such a great way to encourage baby to go further down into your birth canal as you're preparing for labor. So we're going to start with some forward and back pelvic tilts. You can just push back. Imagine your pelvis kind of spilling forward. Like if your pelvis was a bowl, it spills forward when you push back. When you rock forward, that pelvic bowl is spilling back. Good. And you can do this movement and a lot of the other ones on the ball that I'll show you today just while you're watching TV, or if you have to sit at a desk for work or anything like that. I sat on a ball a lot when I was pregnant because I was still in school. So whenever I did any of my homework or studying or anything like that, I would sit on a ball. Do about 2 more here. Good, now we're going to move into some hip circles. You can start going either direction that you would like. One second, I didn't realize this was going to be so noisy on my mat. I'm going to move it. So imagine that you are stirring the inside of a bowl with your pelvis. You're trying to scrape all the batter off the side, so you're rocking all the way forward, all the way around the back and the other side. Just very slow and intentional, hitting all of the corners. Switching directions, even as we do our hip circles, keep baby hugged into your body very gently, and keep your attention on your breath. One more. Good, we'll go back to those forward and backward pelvic tilts. One more round of these movements. So going backwards, spilling the pelvic bowl forward, Coming forwards and rocking your pelvic back. Maybe inhale as you rock back. Exhale, rock forward. Whatever works for you, keeping the attention on the breath. Last one, and we'll go ahead and move into those hip circles, starting the other direction if you remember which way you started last time. Hugging baby in, sitting up tall. One more circle. Good. Sitting up tall, maybe adjusting. I know I tend to slide around when I'm doing circles. Big breath in. Let it all out. And we're gonna grab our props now that you have handy. So we're gonna set up for our next two movements just to make it easier on all of us. So go ahead and put your feet through your band, or if you're using a t-shirt or even your hands or something like that. Just do whatever you need to do to get ready. We are going to start by placing your ball or your pillow or whatever you had that you can press against in between your knees. Posture nice and tall. Tailbone shooting down, crown of head shooting up. Baby hugs in. We're just going to squeeze, gently squeezing. It's a small movement, but oh so mighty. These movements, stabilizing the adductors and abductors and all of the little muscles around our hips, can save us from so much pelvic pain and a lot of discomfort in our hips, especially late in pregnancy. So again, if you do nothing else, just this video or a few of the moves from this video are so important. Keeping your attention to your breath. Good. Remove the ball, but keep it handy because we're going to come back to it. Now we're going to work on those abduction muscles. So we're going to be pressing our knees away from each other. So maybe find a nice hip distance apart, neutral legs. We're going to go out, out, out. And especially with our legs closer together here, you might want to have something you can hold on to. It's a little less stable. Try to come in slowly. Don't just snap your knees back together all the way in. Keep those muscles engaged the whole time. Going out and slowly bringing them back together. Out, slowly back together. About two more, it'll move back to the adduction. All right, grab your ball between your knees. We're gonna move right into squeezing, giving those outside muscles a rest and turning those inside muscles on. Making sure we're not arching in and sinking our posture down. Keep everything engaged and up, sitting tall, shoulders roll down our back. If you have the balance, you might want to clasp your hands behind your back just because it feels so nice. A lot of the times we're hunched over when we're pregnant to compensate for the arch in our back. Our shoulders up here get kind of thrown out of whack too. So keeping your shoulders up, rolled down. It feels so nice to stretch across the chest. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remove your ball and set it to the side. We are done with it for this video. We're going to do the abduction one more time. I know I say it a lot, but keeping that attention on your breath, just extending the inhales and exhales, and really just imagine that that is the way that you can communicate to your baby that everything is okay. And the more at peace that, and our breath has a way of making us feel at ease, and so the more that we can tap into that, the more we can send those feelings to our baby as well. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and take the band off, and you can kick it to the side. Take any little movements that might feel good. We just worked those muscles. So kind of a couple circles or tilts. Whatever your body might be asking for right now to kind of just unwind. Coming back to like a nice wide base, comfortable seated position, tailbone down, baby hugged in, shoulders back, crown of head high. We can bring our hands back to our baby just as we started, closing the eyes. Big breath in and out. And just use these last few breaths to connect with your baby before we carry on with the rest of our day, back into the routine. Dip the chin when you're ready. Slowly flicker the eyes open. Inhale the arms up one more time. Tall, 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 tall. Exhale, press the air away. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for joining me on today's prenatal yoga ball video. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos on the yoga ball, leave your request below. I'd love to hear what you guys thought. But for now, that is it. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.